Right about now, you should be done with your New Year's resolution after you went 3 times to the gym and you call it quits. So sit down for the next 3 minutes and listen what happened with my first audit that was just finished yesterday. That took 5 months. Okay, first of all, what type of audit? I had a research audit, which is the worst audit. Basically, they ask you for, mine was for the year of 2020, which was about 3 years ago. They ask you to submit every single bank statement, every single bank account, all the statements, credit card statements, everything about your business. Mind you, at the time I had 1, now I got 3. It's a random audit in my case, because if it wasn't random, they were gonna audit me for 2022, which I haven't filed yet, or for 2021, where I actually expanded my ATM business. I have a dropshipping company, and I bought more real estate. So I totally believe that it was a random one. What to expect? Okay, first we had about a 4 to 5 hour conversation on the phone with the agent. And that agent, I think I'm the agent's 3rd customer or something, because oh my God, she does not know what's going on. She does not understand anything. Anyways, I cannot be a douche and point that to her like I usually do with my girlfriends. I guess that's why I'm single. So you gotta work with agent. You cannot, I don't know if you can request a new agent. Anyways, after the 4 or 5 hours conversation that you answer some weird questions, you get to submit all the bank statement. A research audit means they go after everything. So I had to answer and explain absolutely everything that went into my bank account and out of my bank account. That included a $7.16 cash deposit, which they made me answer where that came from. I answered, I really have no clue. That's $7.16. I really don't know. That's okay. They say, okay, you don't know, that's fine. Another thing, I have a roof and HVAC repair in 2021. I presented the invoices. Apparently, you also have to point out where the money came from that you paid for those invoices. It doesn't only work for you to have the receipt. You actually have to have maybe a credit card that you paid it with, a check that you withdraw the money from a bank account. So they're really going after the whole chain, right? You cannot just say, okay, I paid $2,000 for this. They're gonna ask you where from. They're gonna show the bank account that you withdraw $2,000 with. But if you deposited cash in that $2,000 in the bank account, so you can take a check out to pay for that, they're gonna ask you, where did you get the $2,000 cash to deposit it with? Screw that. I took care of that. I have nothing to hide. That's the beauty of it. I have nothing to hide, and still I ended up paying, I'll tell you at the end how much I'm gonna pay extra, and I'll tell you why. Another thing she didn't understand is this transaction right here that clearly says 0.1 Bitcoin at the price of $9,500. She asked me, where did you get that $9,500 from? And I'm like, I didn't get them, because the transaction is not for $9,500. It's for 0.1 of $9,500. Next time we get on the phone, she goes, we just need to figure out where that $9,500 came from. And I'm like, I'll explain again. Anyways, you get the point. That thing dragged along for 5 months. I think it's 6 months in March, because the video I'm making in March. We finally discovered that I didn't claim my cryptocurrency income that is $1,000. Well, I didn't want to go into details and say that last year I actually had a loss of that amount. So what I said is, you know what, claim it as an income. I don't care. I'm gonna pay the 30% or 20%, whatever you want to decide. Okay, so this is like $200-300 from there. Then I got mileage that it was written on my real estate business, not on my ATM business, and I actually had it down as an ATM business. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna eat that loss. So all in all, she came up with a bill that just came in today with $860 some plus interest. They charge you interest from then, like 20% or so. So I owe $1,088 in tax. Can I fight this? Yes, I can. Will I fight this? Hell the fuck no. Why? She is so new. It's gonna take me about 2 to 3 months for me to explain where the mileage came from, to go back to the statements for the Bitcoin. And the cryptocurrency is not that I cannot explain it, it's just that a lot of websites close down and I cannot find the transactions anymore to prove that it's not drug money, because that's what they're after. I'm gonna pay the $1,088 and I'm gonna solve my problem with not having to spend more time, because it's draining. After the first initial 4 to 5 hour conversation, you're gonna get maybe once a week, 1, 2, 3 hour conversations with them about the same thing, especially with her. She's super slow. I had to actually push her to finish this. And at the end, and I'm not sure yet making this video, if they're gonna open my 2021 return, which is gonna take another 5 months. Her reasoning was that in 2020, I have a business deduction of $3,000 for ATMs and other stuff. In 2021, I got $20,000. And she says, well, Mr. Christian, do you think that seems normal to you? And I said, ma'am, it does seem very normal because I bought 5 more ATMs, I got 3 claw machines, I got candy machines. Of course, my business expanded. By the way, little did you know, for 2022 that I haven't filed yet because I can't, I haven't opened audit, I'm gonna claim about $80,000 of expenses. So yeah, it does feel normal. That's how people do business. But anyways, put aside my frustration. Hopefully she doesn't open my 2021 because I'm waiting for a tax return of $7,000 of 2021, and 2022 I'm looking for about 7 to 10K of tax return. What can you take out of this video? The take out of this video is keep your receipts, or don't keep them. In my case, I scan them, but scan them right away because that ink disappears, those receipts get lost, and when you scan your receipts, write a little note of what this is for. So when they ask you, because they can go back, I think 7 years back, when they ask you 6 years from now, what is this for, you should know, or at least you should say. It's the same with my receipts that I keep from food, from when we go to business meeting. I write, this meeting was with Mark. We talked about Airbnb. That's it. And I scan this receipt. She doesn't need to ask me what was the meeting about and with who. It's already written on the receipt. There's just a little advice for me. I also scan, like I said, everything else. I upload it into the cloud. I have the year that those receipts are for. And basically, based on those receipts, I do my tax expenses at the end there. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe because I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to learn more about business, follow me. Don't forget, the goal is not to look rich, but to be rich. Cheers.